head coach at Team Foxcatcher. John DuPont had his wrestling clinics for a long time.
Yeah, so he's very familiar with the Penn wrestlers. He's seen a lot of them in action while he was coaching down there. Meyer is in on a single leg to try to convert. Van Dorn trying to reach across the back, trying to tie up the legs, as Meyer now will come up through the middle. And he'll come through for a takedown. No, not yet. They waved it off. So they're still neutral as Mater was able to come to his feet. Or, I'm sorry, Van Dorn was able to come. Now the judge has overruled it. A takedown has been awarded to Clint Mater. So he's up by a score of 2-0. So the official gave the 2, took it away, and then the mat judge came over and said, no, you were right the first time.
So Mater leads 2-0 in the emotions. We're going back and forth with the Penn fans as now Van Dorn comes out. It's 2-1.
These two met a couple weeks ago. Clint Mater winning by a score of 8-6.
Van Dorn did have a big win against Tony Whelan from Northern Iowa, who was 10th ranked in the country at this weight class by a score of 4-3. So he's been getting ready for this showdown for a while.
Yeah, if you look at how he's progressed since last year, he's really improved dramatically, and he's knocking on the door now. He's a bona fide contender, and he's going to be making his first trip in a couple weeks to the big dance. So we'll see how he fares out there.
2-1 the score for Clint Mater over John Van Dorn from Lehigh. Van Dorn in the dark uniform, all brown. As time will wind down here in the first period, we will end at 2-1. When you talk about the improvement for Van Dorn, here's a wrestler who only had 10 takedowns last season. He has over 80 this year. Let's look at a takedown here.
They just get into a scramble. It's really off of Mater's shot. He just stays with it and comes through the back door. And right there you see Van Dorn's hand coming off the mat. But once you have your weight supported on your hands, that's a takedown.
So it was called correctly the first time around.
And that's why you have mat judges, to help you out in those situations. Mater starts from the bottom position. Van Dorn riding with a 2-on-1. Still controlling Mater's wrist. Now tries a side cradle. Will try to bend Mater, but Mater comes to his feet. Should come out here, and he does. Goes up by a score of 3-1.
Clint Mater, a 2-time Eastern champion, looking for his 3rd consecutive title.
Van Dorn takes a shot, stays with that single, and try to convert. Nothing yet as Mater comes down with a whizzer. And they go off the mat, still neutral. They may have some injury time. Looked like on that shot they may have banged heads.
A nice move by Van Dorn. Unfortunately, he was not able to finish it off for 2. But John Van Dorn will not let up at all.
Now he's a goer. And here's the shot. Here again. Watch the shot by Van Dorn as they bang heads right there. Mater does a nice job of keeping his head in there. I mean, a lot of guys would have just given up there, but he immediately reacts, comes back with a whizzer, and is able to ward off that takedown. Looked like a powerful shot by Van Dorn. Cracked heads. We'll hope that Clint Mater is okay. Here it is again.
Boom, like a pair of rams, Rich.
You can just see his reaction, but has the presence of mind to come right back in and hook up that whizzer. That's really what saved him. Stayed with it. That's just good, smart wrestling. I mean, he just knows where he is at all times.
Even when his head's ringing like a bell. 3-1 the score for Clint Mater over John Van Dorn.
Mater comes right back with a single of his own. Now picks up the other leg, gets a takedown. Now comes back after that little injury time and bang, goes up by a score of 5-1. Van Dorn to his feet, will peel and come neutral. Scores 5-2. Van Dorn dives in on a leg, can't get any penetration, and they'll go off the mat.
Well, we heard Roger Rena earlier today tell us that I just want my wrestlers to win the little flurries. And Mater's able to do that here at 177.
As Mater's in on another single, turns the corner nicely, picks the leg of Van Dorn in the air. He'll try to trip backwards if he can. And he does. Goes up by a score of 7-2 now.
Well, for Clint Motter, that's his third takedown. Van Dorn with just 2 escapes, and it's becoming apparent why Clint Motter was ranked number 1 here at the EIWA.
Yeah, he's starting to dominate the match on his feet. Now he'll try to pick up some riding time. Van Dorn comes to his feet. Motter tries to ride with the legs as they go off the mat.
Five seconds, as you see, to go here in period number 2. And Clint Motter trying to accomplish the same feat that his brother already has here tonight, and that's to pick up another Eastern Championship. Van Dorn cannot get out, and we end the second period 7-2 Clint Motter over John Van Dorn from Lehigh. Not many fans leaving the Palestra here at University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia tonight for the Eastern Intercollegiate Wrestling Association Championships. Van Dorn going to try to come off the bottom in the third period against Clint Motter from Penn.
Van Dorn comes to a 4-point. He'll try to come to his feet. Motter doing a nice job, although he gets hit for stalling on top. Van Dorn trying to switch. Nice re-switch by Clint Motter. Maintains control. Riding with a tight waist. Coming underneath to the far arm of Van Dorn. Now rides with the half. Now he releases Van Dorn, making the score 7-3.
But Motter has been so good on his feet. Every time that he lets Van Dorn out, he's been able to take him back down again.
Yeah, Van Dorn really hasn't been close since the time they bumped heads.
That was the best shot he had. And inside the final minute here at 177 pounds tonight.
Van Dorn dives in again. Motter counters with the front head and arm. Will try to spin on Van Dorn. Try to take an angle. Van Dorn reaches underneath for a leg. Motter keeps spinning. And he's going to come around for 2.
His 4th takedown and a 9-3 advantage for Clint Motter, as he is on his way to his 29th win against 2 losses this season. Unfortunately, Penn's going to have to replace him, as he's a senior.
Yeah, it's some big shoes to fill. But I'm sure Roger Arena has somebody waiting in the wings.
9-4 the score.
Motter dives in on the single. Van Dorn counters with a quarter Nelson, but can't spin. Looks like Motter may be hurt again. Maybe they banged heads. Is he holding his eye?
Well, injury time will roll here for Clint Motter as he leads by a score of 9-4. With just 37 seconds to wrestle. Didn't take too long. Time winds out, and that's it. With riding time, 10-4. Clint Motter. Pennsylvania becomes that institution's 5th champion tonight.
177 pounds.
And the University of Pennsylvania is on a roll. The final 10-4 for Clint Motter over John Van Dorn here at 177. The University of Pennsylvania just adds to that team total.
You see Clint over at the scorer's table. A workmanlike victory for him. Just dominated the match from start to finish.
A two-time NCAA champion. This man was never beaten in high school or college competition.
Well, he is on his way to the Nationals, and he has a pretty good shot. And we'll come back with more wrestling right here from the Plus in a moment as we continue on the Comcast Network.
Sure, there are people with just one side, but most people have quite a few. And because you have more sides, you connect with other people who do. Like the people at Comcast, for instance. We've got stuff for your active side, your serious side, your light side, and the dark side. Even great shows you can't see anywhere else. Because no matter what mood you're in, we're out to stay on your good side. Comcast, everything you connect with.
Big stars in hit movies. April is the perfect month to stay at home with pay-per-view.
Mayday! Mayday! We're going down!
Denzel Washington, Meg Ryan, in the true story of one man's search for truth and honor.
Someone has got to be accountable for this.
Courage Under Fire.
You're going to be on TV tonight!
Tom Hanks manages a young group of musicians straight to stardom in That Thing You Do.
You got the #7 record in the country.
Tune in to a month of first-run excitement this April on pay-per-view.
This is about the bond issue.
We're good to go. Rolling tapes.
Hello, I'm Lynn Doyle, and this is Comcast Newsmakers.
Doing an outstanding job in this partnership with
The obvious question here is, you go...
Comcast Newsmakers with Lynn Doyle, a new approach to the way you watch the people who make news happen. Twice every hour, at 25 minutes past the hour, and 30 minutes later, at 55 minutes after the hour. Comcast Newsmakers, only on CNN Headline News.
Hi, I'm Paul Dillon of Comcast Let's Cook. Each week on Let's Cook, we do new and exciting food. We have a taste for everybody. We make stocks, sauces, soups, entrees. Each week, it's a different menu, new and exciting food, current trends, low fat. That's Comcast Let's Cook, only on a Comcast network.
Welcome back to the Eastern Intercollegiate Wrestling Association Championships here at the famed Penn Palestra tonight. Mick Mottinghoff and Rich Santoro with you this evening, as the University of Pennsylvania has really had their way. 8 wrestlers in the final, and so far they have gone 5 out of 6.
Very impressive. Trying to make a statement here, and they've certainly done it.
Championship awards being given out at 167 pounds. Ben Riesley from Brown finished in 4th place.
In 3rd place from the United States Naval Academy.
Navy had Greg Jingaleski end up in 3rd, as we take a look at Greg as he comes to the podium. The runner-up at 167 from Rutgers was Rod Van Ness. Just a freshman, so he'll be back. And Brandon Slade from the University of Pennsylvania, the junior, the EIWA champ at 167 pounds.
As he gets a deserving standing ovation from the home crowd.
Well, the Penn faithful hanging in tonight, because they still have 2 wrestlers to go, and one of them's right here at 190 pounds. Andre Radzianko, a sophomore, 17-7, takes on Doug Joseph, a junior from Syracuse, who comes in at 11-4. So 2 more to go here tonight, and Penn has a chance for 2 more champs. Radzianko, the 5th seed, really had a great run to get into this final.
Yeah, he really did. And actually, we had the #1 and #2 seed not making it. Both of them get knocked out. Both of them won't be going to the NCAA tournament either. And that's going to hurt the conference, because there's 2 quality wrestlers in Carlos Eason and John Leonardis. But that just shows you how tough these weight classes are and how tough this tournament is. There are no guarantees.
Carlos Eason was the top seed from Cornell, and Radzianko beat him in overtime 8-7 earlier today.
And that was a great match. And Radzianko, for a lot of people, is kind of an unknown. But I tell you what, he's a great wrestler. I mean, I've watched him through this tournament, and you know, he's got some good technique. He's a strong wrestler, and he just keeps battling you.
Doug Joseph, the junior from Syracuse, an export Pennsylvania native. Pretty good wrestler in his own right. Syracuse with 3 wrestlers in the championship round tonight.
And unfortunately, the word is that we're dropping their program. I know they're going to try to save that program. A lot of Syracuse people around today trying to grab petitions so that they can bring that to their president and their board of trustees, see if they can get that reinstated. But as it stands now, this will be their final year. Both wrestlers are tied up at the edge of the mat. And they'll dance back to the center.
1:15 to wrestle here in the first period. Andre Rodzianko from Penn against Doug Joseph from Syracuse. No score.
A 10-8 win over Frank Workman of the United States Naval Academy. And then in
So often you don't see many shots when you get to 190 in heavyweight. Everybody locks up high and just tries to muscle and throw.
And there's your double stall warning. So you called it, Nick. Both wrestlers tied up with collar ties.
A 7-point decision over Canada.
It's here if you get a 90-pounder or a heavyweight who can really scoot and do a knee tap or something like that, and he's so deadly because usually they're just not that fast as they go up in weight.
Right, they're not usually shooters. They like to go to the upper body, try the big moves as they go off the mat. But you get a 90-pounder that can take some good shots. You can go real far.
Well, there's the pin. Save Syracuse Wrestling. And I can tell you who's wearing that pin. That's Gene Mills. He's a two-time NCAA